Good morning.
Good evening.
Good afternoon.
To wherever you are.
Welcome to the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe, the 1313 podcast. I'm Tommy.
I'm Jackson.
No!
And I'm Jake. No, wait, no!
No, we're not doing that again this week. We are not. No Lothcat this week.
Man.
You will notice we are Jacobless once again.
Unfortunately.
It happens. I feel like Jacob is slowly going to creep away from us. But we will not allow that to happen.
I mean, he had stuff going on today and we couldn't shoot tomorrow.
So. Whatever. Jacob, I love you. I miss you.
We love you. Jacob, come home.
So, for this week, we were gone last week.
We were.
And a lot has happened in the Star Wars world.
Yes.
Of course, it's the 1 week that we can't record.
I know. Literally the 1 week that I'm not here, everything happens. I got boss, and we'll talk about everything else.
And it wasn't just like, Just Visions came out. No,
Yeah.
It was like Black Series reveals, Visions, like a new Lego special. So much happened, and we missed all of it.
Yep.
But now we're here to talk about it.
Yep. Here to talk about it so y'all can
And it honestly feels nice to not have to scramble for a topic to talk about for a week of the
Hey. Don't be calling us out. Hey. I have a good topic for next week, though. Just remind me of that later.
So let's begin with some housekeeping. First and foremost, I want to thank Joey, Jackson's roommate, for bringing us the camera from Jackson's dorm room.
Because I forgot it. Sorry.
But shout out, Joey, if you're watching.
Shouts out to my man, Joey, keeping it real.
So we have some housekeeping for you. First and foremost, we now have a Discord for the podcast.
Yes, we do.
We noticed that we have a lot of people that we talk to pretty regularly in the YouTube comments, and we have some people that have DM'd us on Instagram before. And so we have regular conversations with like other creators, other things like that. So we decided we would just make a Discord to just kind of condense all those conversations that we have with other people. So the Discord's really cool. There's different channels set up. There's like a general channel for people that join the Discord. We have one for the Black Series. We're going to make one for Lego. We're going to make one for games. We have one for podcast announcements. We have one for like big Star Wars announcements. So yeah, and we've had a lot of good conversations in there right now.
I agree. We have Dave Filoni in it.
Hey yo! I was just
Shouts out to Dave Filoni. It isn't the real Dave Filoni. It's just some guy who made his name that, so we don't actually know.
Thanks for clarifying it.
You know there would be a person that would watch this and would be like,
I don't think there's any chimps listening to the podcast.
You know what I meant.
Anyway, but yeah, like we have a dude who's named Dave Filoni in the podcast, or in the Discord, in the Discord.
Yep.
And we have a lot of fun with him. So
he's pretty chill. For Discord as well, so like we made our own individual accounts, so then we're not like signing.
What are you doing?
Trying to fix the mic.
Everybody that's listening on audio right now just had a 9.0 earthquake just now.
Sorry, I apologize.
They're all like, whoa.
It's like the Who's. And Horton Hears a Who.
Oh yeah.
But no. So like we made our own individual accounts. So like mine is 1313 Jackson and Tom's like 1313 his name. Jacob will be joining it shortly. So like for me as well, I've never used Discord as a Gen Z person who
I dabble in the
used
Discord. I used to actually use Discord for a Pokemon Go community where you can do Pokemon Go's cool. Don't care what you have to say.
I think it's cool. You know why I don't play it anymore though?
Oh yeah, because there's that Bunny Girl Pokemon.
No, because my account got hacked.
I'm gonna put up Lopunny's gonna be up on the screen right now for people watching on YouTube. That's the real reason. Jackson couldn't handle it.
Hey.
But anyways.
But yeah, we're excited to interact. I'll interact as much as I can. I make a really large effort, in my opinion, to be extremely active on the Instagram and the YouTube when I can. But I cannot promise that I'll be active on Discord. We've already had several conversations that are like shooting off like this when I'm in the middle of stuff. And it's great. We love the conversations. And we love the fact that we've established a group of people that can talk to each other regularly about stuff.
That's what I mean.
But I can't promise I'm going to be there for every single thing. I'm just going to make that disclaimer.
That's what I was going to say. Is like, it's nice because if we can't reply to people, they can reply to each other. It gives us a little community where we can help each other out rather than it just be like a two-way channel of communication. Communication is key.
Yep.
Anyways, we have Visions came out, and as you guys all know, we have been super ultra mega hyped about Star Wars Visions, and you're probably wondering, are they going to talk about it? Well, no, we're not, because we did a Visions special.
Yes, we did.
And that's already on YouTube, it's already on Anchor, it's already on Spotify, everywhere that you can listen to our podcast. So go listen to that episode if you want to hear our full thoughts.
Yes, we talk about every episode, our thoughts on everything, and then I was able to rank my top 3 after watching it, and I've already started to rewatch it. I'm not even going to cap. I got like dinner to go one time because my buddies were like watching a game. It was when I didn't want to, and I rewatched Ronin because it's just that good. It literally is.
So there are like creatures making noises outside the window. Should I close the window to mitigate that sound? I know it's going to be a sauna in this room if we do that.
Let's take a chance because we can hear it and it's super faint and we're using a microphone and not the camera.
But dude, you'd be surprised with what this microphone can pick up. Like, it could probably pick up that vibrating right now.
Probably not. That's probably my phone vibrating.
Yeah, it probably can. I'm being honest with you. It definitely can.
Honestly, boss.
Anyways.
I'd rather not burn.
We also have another video that's exclusive to YouTube that we released. So everyone that's listening on audio right now, we put out the 100 subscriber special. Finally.
Yes,
put that out. So we got to show off our personal collections. This room included.
This room, my dorm room, his dorm room, and then like the stuff that I have in my room at home, and then Jacob as well. And we are very excited to finally release that. So now if you have questions about anything in here, watch the video.
Woohoo! Watch the video!
Or like if you want to see something specifically, we could always just like quickly throw it up on the show.
That's very true.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, so we put it up there, yeah. It was a fun video. It's already got over 100 views, which is pretty crazy. It's like one of our highest viewed videos on our YouTube channel. So we appreciate the support, guys. Thank you again for 100 subscribers.
Yes, very much appreciated.
Here's to the next 100.
Woo!
So yeah, I think that's all for, what do you think? That's all for housekeeping? I think that...
We have TikTok as well. We mentioned that before. Check it out. 1313 TikTok. Again, that's where we're going to be posting clips from episodes, bloopers, stupid stuff we do.
I should start putting bloopers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we had a lot from this.
Yikes. Yeah, there will be like a 5 to 7 minutes before we actually start recording where the camera's just rolling and things just happen.
Yep.
So yeah. Let's get into some Star Wars, shall we? I think we've wasted everyone's time talking about stupid things.
Can't look at it negatively.
Oh, I'm not. I think it's interesting.
I like it.
And if you don't, we do not care. At all.
Nope. I'm living my life. I'm a grown man who likes Star Wars still.
Yep.
And I collect action figures, so...
Stay mad. But anyway.
Stay mad. Alright.
So we got a release date for the Book of Boba Fett.
Yes, we did. And the picture as well for like kind of like a poster in a sense, which...
It's not much different than what we've already seen, though.
Ooh.
I mean, what? Like, we've already seen, like, him sitting on the throne.
Yep.
There's also been a leaked episode title list. I'm not going to display that on the podcast just because I like to stay blind to that kind of stuff.
I agree. I would have liked to stay blind, I should say. But I saw it on Instagram several times. And I read through the episode titles.
On the gram.
In my opinion, they don't give away what the episode could be about. They're kind of generic, in my opinion.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, that is definitely the point.
You know, it is part of the Favreau-Filoni verse.
Oh my gosh, stop that.
It is, you know, it's going to retcon.
Stop! Ah! I'm going to get the Loath Cat if you keep saying that.
No, the Loath Cat is in the... Look how he's sitting.
It's literally... Tommy threw it, and it's literally, like, sitting, like, in the corner. Like, if you were to tell a kid to go do that.
Dylan is very sad that you're making him be Jackson against his will, without his consent.
Run that
back. He's very upset.
Run that back. Making him be Jackson? First of all, speak to me with your chin up like it's picture name, boy. First of all, you're going to be making fun of me. Use the right name. I'm not the other person. I almost said my last name.
I want you to stop being mean to me. and start being nice, okay?
Sorry.
All right. So, what do you got some predictions for the Book of Boba Fett?
I was talking to Skywalker Hendricks, and he was saying that he would really like to see a like live action adaptation somehow of Cad Bane. I feel like that would be important.
That's also my number one thing.
Really?
I need to see a Cad Bane.
Cad Bane, and I'm gonna say it. Well, everybody has been saying, I feel like for the longest time now, that Mace Windu will make a return in Star Wars. That he didn't die when Palpatine threw him out the window in Episode 3, so that maybe somehow Boba will hunt him down in this show. And here's my thoughts and opinion. Right, he's dead. Fella, okay. There is no way.
Dap me up on that one. Right. Mace Windu is dead at this point in the storyline. There is no way that over 35 years after Revenge of the Sith that Mace Windu is still just chilling.
Because what other prequel characters exist during, past the OT, I should say, for the most part? I mean, Maul makes it before the OT. Rex makes it past Return of the Jedi, and so does Ahsoka. But, like, there's no way, in my opinion, that Mace Windu is alive past the Empire. Because the reign of the Empire was a whole lot longer than the freaking Clone Wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's my problem. Mace Windu was also already relatively old.
Isn't it like 18 or 19 years between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope anyway?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like, you can't tell me that he's alive. Mace Windu was already, like, in his late 50s in Revenge of the Sith. He was already, like...
I can't confirm that because I don't know.
Drink break.
Sip that drink.
But no, I really want to see Cad Bane. Don't want to see Mace Windu. Not in this show.
If he comes back for some reason, there will be an explanation.
Right. But they already confirmed there's going to be flashbacks in this show.
Yes.
Perhaps there will be a flashback arc of Boba hunting Mace Windu.
Flashback of 1313.
Dude, we would blow up if 1313 made it in a canon show. Well, 1313 is in the Clone Wars.
Technically, yes.
Because Trace and Rafa name drop it.
Yes. Well, level 1313 is canon in Star Wars in the universe. Just canon in the sense that it's part of the Coruscant underworld. But it isn't canon with the events that prescribe in the video game. It's still like the underground, like, villainy and scum and whatever, because it's like, it was from one of Star Wars Only's videos. Did you see the thing that, like, after the prequel trilogy ended, George Lucas wanted to make a TV show about Star Wars?
Yeah, live action TV show. Yeah, there's the too high budget.
It's basically a 1313 TV show, though.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's the underground and whatever. Yeah. But yeah. I completely forgot about that was a thing because I watched the trailer as a kid.
I'm super stoked for the Book of Boba Fett. Like, the more that I see about it, the more my anticipation is building. And, like, I can't even begin to tell you.
Yeah, because here's the thing as well, is next year, we literally have a lineup of certified bangers. We're getting...
Certified bangers,
because it's people. Book of Boba bleeding into next year. We have Bad Batch. We have Obi-Wan.
The filler batch.
Not the
Bad Batch.
We're not even going to start.
The filler batch.
We're going to have the Bad Batch going into next year as well. The Kenobi show. If I'm correct...
Andor's 2023.
Andor's 2023, but I was going to say, is it Ahsoka? But I don't
know if that's that quick.
No, they haven't even started shooting for it. Pardon me on that. I might be incorrect. Because then that's my other thing with the Star Wars shows, is a Marvel show will end, they get a week break, and then Marvel show again. And I thought Star Wars was going to follow the same exact pattern, but they haven't. A show will end, and it'll be a couple months until...
But hey, I'd rather them take their time. I'd rather them take their time.
I agree. That is fair. Because the shows that we're getting are legitimately good.
Yeah.
They're not bad. It's like, I'm really excited to see all this. I mean, Andor, I feel like that'll be super cool, even though it's not like Boba. You know what I mean? Or even like Dark Acolyte will be awesome.
I need to see all of the bounty... So back to Book of Boba Fett.
Okay.
My predictions. These are like what I hope to
Dengar
happen.
can be in it because he's still alive.
I
in
want
Rise
to
of
see
Skywalker.
all of the bounty hunters from the scene in Empire Strikes Back on the bridge of the Star Destroyer.
Okay.
I want to see all of those bounty hunters. I think we will. I want to see Forlom go absolutely stupid. I want to see him go dumb on enemies in this show. Because all these characters that just stand around and do nothing, now that I know an IG droid... Well, I knew from the Clone Wars, but now that I know an IG droid can go stupid like that...
Or Trandoshans or certified
Yes! Yes! I want to see live action.
Yes, I want to see what they can actually do because, they do just kind of post up.
Yeah. And we see them in the animated shows do stuff, but I want to see these bounty hunters go crazy. I also want to see Embo.
Okay, that would be cool.
If I see Embo, and dude, Dave Filoni's working on the show. Embo is one of his favorite bounty hunters that he created from the show. There's no way he won't be in the show in a flashback or something.
Okay.
He's also an alien, so we don't know how quickly he ages.
That is true. I did forget about that part, that a lot of the aliens do age weird.
Mm-hmm. I want to see live action Aura Singh in some sort of flashback.
She's dead. Oh, well, yeah. She could be in the flashback because I was like, well, she's dead by the
Well,
OT.
I'm almost positive that they have established that the timeline for this show is non-linear.
That is true.
It's going to be not... I don't want to say an anthology series like the Clone Wars, but it kind of will be because the Clone Wars in the first couple seasons jumps all over the place in the timeline, so I think that we'll see that.
I'm fine with it, though. I'm just fine to see Boba.
We're hype. We're ready for the show. Yes! Let's go!
Let's go!
Yes! Anyway. But yes, I mean, I'm pretty much satisfied talking about it. Let us know what predictions you have if you're watching on YouTube right now for the Book of Boba Fett. I'm interested to hear what people have to say because people in the Star Wars community come up with some crazy cool theories.
I agree.
They really do. Now, next up on the agenda, if you will. There was a... dude, you better stop coughing.
I have cough drops. Do you want me to get them?
No, you're good.
I'm sorry. I was at a concert
me.
over the weekend, so that's going to be happening because I was screaming a lot.
Oh, really? Was it the Slipknot concert?
No. Don't say that and don't out a location because they were
We don't listen to Slipknot. We don't like listening to music.
Music is boring.
Music is dumb and stupid. I listen to all my Star Wars media on mute with subtitles because I don't like music. Why are you looking at mine? I sent you this schedule.
I know that.
Why are you all reaching over? Like you're trying to give me a kiss or something. Better get your coffin-looking self away from me. Alright. We have... this Lego special came out of nowhere. I completely forgot it came out. Shout out to Ben Taylor for letting me know that this thing came out. He texted in the Discord, so what everyone think of the Lego special? And I went... Lego special.
I went, oh.
Oh, man, I forgot about that. And then I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. Just as much as I enjoyed... Nah. I think I enjoyed the holiday special more. But that's not to say Christmas. That I am biased towards Christmas.
Because Christmas, but... I thoroughly did enjoy this one. It definitely made me feel, again, like I was watching, the Lego specials on Cartoon Network. Mm-hmm. Because it had the same overall, goofiness that it does and such. Had a lot of original voices, too.
It did.
Which I was really surprised about.
It takes place post The Rise of Skywalker, which I like. Let's see more of it. Disney, push it out. Let's see what happens after episode 9. I like that they establish...
I do kind of like that in a way they're kind of creating non-canon material to potentially create canon, items that could be, legit for after it.
I think, too, I also like seeing the realism of, the whole First Order didn't just fall.
Exactly, yeah.
Most of it did.
Because the Empire didn't just fall, as we see in The Mandalorian. People still had the ideals of the Empire and wanted to continue it.
But with the entire galaxy working together now, instead of just the rebellion...
Exactly.
Trying to recreate a failed system of government.
Yes.
Because we already know the Republic failed.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you trying to bring it back, you know?
And same with the rebellion as well. Trying to create a new Republic, that failed as well.
I like that most of the show took place on Mustafar. I just love Mustafar. you didn't watch the Freemaker Adventures, did you? The Lego Freemaker
So that
Adventures.
kid in it is from the Freemakers?
No. That's his name is
Hut?
Rowan. This kid's name is Dean.
Oh.
I have a theory about him.
Okay.
But Graballa the Hutt is one of the main antagonists of the Freemaker Adventures.
Okay, because I thought that he was from it too.
Yeah, Graballa the Hutt is, and he's really fun. I really like him.
Goofy.
Seeing Ren from the Kylo Ren comics, the Rise of Kylo Ren comics.
Yeah, I
That was
didn't
cool.
read that at all.
I didn't read those either, but I knew who Ren was. I think he's the master of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
And in canon, according to the comics, because comics are like this weird loose canon now.
I agree.
Because like Dave Filoni's projects keep retconning certain things from canon comics.
Well, as I've said before, I feel like it's because they'll make a comic on something, but Dave already has a pre-envisioned idea,
Right.
so he can't control what the writers are going to do.
Yeah.
Although he is the final word for
Yeah.
all canon material, so that's why you get the Commander Gray
Retcon,
incidents.
things like that. But yeah, but I read about in canon, Kylo Ren defeats the Master of the Knights of Ren and becomes the Master of the Knights of Ren.
Yeah. So I thought that was
How many
very
ofs
interesting.
did I just say in that sentence?
I don't know. But I thought that was really interesting because, again, didn't read the Kylo Ren comics, but it was like, oh, could this have been... It might actually explain it in the Knights of Ren comic books, and I should probably read that. But, like, I thought that was a very interesting thing to know.
I liked it. I liked seeing young Ben Solo.
That was fun.
That was fun. I also liked when he was talking about Luke, and he's just, like, complaining as he's walking through that village. And he goes, how long did he train? Like 20 minutes? And
I know. I
was
felt like that was perfect.
I just love how conscious these Lego specials are of, like, the fandom. And they know, like, all the little inside jokes.
It's comedy and consciousness. We're not gonna...
I almost just choked up my water there. But yeah, it was cool to see the Knights of Ren. I'm a huge simp for the Knights of Ren, unashamedly.
It was very neat.
The shirtless Figrin Dan.
Bro,
they're
I
all
saw that.
dancing
I was
on the
like...
beach.
I was like, my fellow, what?
I was like, ooh, that's attractive. I mean, whoa.
Okay, now
Who said
that's
that? Whoa.
that's weirder than the bunny
Whoa.
girl.
That's
Let's
not
pause
weirder
on
than the
that.
bunny
Yes,
girl.
that is.
That's
That
not
is
weird.
weirder than the bunny
Nah,
girl.
bro. Nah.
We're talking about a shirtless alien. You don't know if that's a kid. 1313 podcast caught Tommy lacking in 4K.
Got Tommy lacking.
Pull up the camera. Hey yo.
Speaking of conscious humor, I liked Maul with the different legs with the Night
Yep.
Sisters. Those were like, one was like an Imperial probe droid.
I thought that was funny.
Also, when Palpatine calls him General Grievous, I was like, that's it. I need to pack my things and I need to go. Because I don't think anybody knows this, but back in the day, in high school,
Oh no.
Jackson and Jacob used to call General Grievous General Grievous. And myself and all of our other friends who were like big Star Wars fans would get on their case about it. We were bullying you guys about it.
Bro, because we
And
were freaking little and we didn't understand it, so that's what we thought he was called.
Jacob changed teams pretty quickly to be on the right side.
Yeah, I say the right name.
But no, you were sticking to Grievous for a while there.
I don't remember this.
But now I'm not going to get mad at you for it because Palpatine said it.
I feel like they did it on purpose.
Oh,
though,
that was so on purpose.
because it's Lego.
I liked the tickle fight that Grievous did to Maul when they were on that planet.
Why would you bring that up, bro?
Tickle, tickle. I started laughing out loud. But yeah, I like that
Whoa.
the droid was named NIL-8.
Yeah,
And then that
Annihilate.
was, I wrote the note before they acknowledged that it was Annihilate. So, the Wookiee's paw thing was kind of weird. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, think of it like a rabbit's foot. That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, bro, but like just knowing like how like human, how much more human Wookiees are. in
Well,
Star
yeah, no, I
Wars.
agree. I was like, dang, that's really a fella's hand. He's like holding it around.
It's like my man Tarful's hand just. It's just.
He was like, I want to be the strongest person in the galaxy. And he's like rubbing up on this hand, bro. Like, think
Why
about
are you rubbing
it.
up on me?
Show the context. To show that it's weird, bro.
I liked when Luke, as a stormtrooper, hit his head off the door.
Yeah.
Like in
from
episode 4.
Yep.
Again, very conscious Star Wars humor. So, like, young kids can watch this, and then we can watch it as young adults and appreciate it, too, because of all the inside jokes.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
I knew when Luke and Vader were escaping. Okay, so I'm kind of, like, jumping all around here.
That's fine.
It's basically like, for those of you who haven't watched it, it's like you're in Vader's castle and then they tell these quote-unquote spooky stories in the Star Wars universe. And so one of them is like a what-if scenario of Luke kind of getting this Wookiee's paw on Tatooine.
Like a rabbit's foot.
Every wish he makes comes true. So he becomes, in this alternate timeline, he becomes a stormtrooper. And then he wants to be more powerful than Darth Vader is another wish that he makes. So at one point, Darth Vader's riding on his back like a piggyback ride. Yeah. And they're running through the Death Star. And they get to that part, like in A New Hope, where Luke has to use the grappling hook and Leia gives him a kiss.
Yeah, bro. And he's all like,
I knew
good luck.
The
and
second,
I was like...
the second they got to that bridge, I was like, oh, Vader's gonna kiss him. That'll be so funny if Vader kisses him. And he did. And I was laughing so hard. He
kissed him and I went, you what?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing.
I was like...
Sith Luke was also cool. That was a good, like, again, what if scenario.
Yeah, I agree.
I liked that Obi-Wan was Red 5 in that what-if scenario,
that was
too.
interesting.
He took Luke's place.
Yeah, and then Leia was also a pilot.
That was dope.
Obviously, she was sensitive with the Force at that time, too, because she was able to counter Luke.
I want to make a point about Dean, real quick. Dean was the kid. I think that he is the son of the Freemaker, the sister of the Free... It's Rowan. Xander is the older brother... Oh, that's going to kill me. I don't remember her name. Talk while I look this up. Why are you being so quiet?
I'm joking.
Cordy, that's her name.
Cordy.
I think that Dean is Cordy's son. I think that he's Cordy's son. That's just... I know that nobody here has watched the Freemaker Adventures, but... that's what I think. I watched it with my younger brother when I was...
I should watch it because I like the Lego stuff.
It's got 2 seasons. It's pretty good. It's okay. But yeah, so I think that he is the son. That's what I was trying to get at there. That's my theory. Because I thought he was Rowan at first. Then you have the zombie droids.
I thought that was really, really funny.
And then there were a ton of horror movie references in the following sequence where they're running from... What is that dude's name? That, like, keeper of Vader's castle.
I don't remember.
I don't
really care.
Yeah, but...
Isn't he also technically based on the dude that we see in Rogue One?
Yeah, I think so.
I think the dude we see... Because I was like, technically isn't the dude we see in Rogue One supposed to be that guy?
Yeah. I think that, it's, I think it'd be nice if Jacob was here, because Jacob would have a lot more insight to the
Hold on.
Bro, are you...
There was a spider right there. I'm not even
Bro.
Bro, it was freaking right there. I was like,
I just can't believe that you just were like, wait, stop. It's like, what is going on? I just wish Jacob were here. Yeah. Because he would have a lot more insight as to these movies. And I probably missed some.
And he would have said a whole lot more because he likes Lego more.
Yeah. But when that droid put the axe through the door and goes, here's B1147, whatever the whole designation was, I thought that was funny.
All my friends, when I was gone, too, for my training exercise. Because last year when we went, I would always say, like, Roger, Roger, to all the commands and whatever. And I would say it in our chats for stuff, too. And so they were calling me a battle droid. And they're like... My designation was like B1. It was what's like the lettering for him again? Isn't
B1?
Oh yeah, I was B1 167. And they're like, oh, B1167. Like every time they saw me, I was like,
You did this to yourself. Jackson went through a phase for about 2.5 years where he would just say Roger Roger to everything.
it's funny though. I think it's funny.
I thought it was funny, but a lot of
here's the
people
thing,
would just be like, "What is he saying?"
Because a lot of people will clown on it, and I don't care. Because at the end of the day, it makes people laugh, and I don't care.
True.
As long as it
Very
makes people
true.
laugh, that's all I care about.
Another reference that I remembered. I don't remember what movie it's from, but they were like the twins at the end of the hall.
That's also The Shining. That
That's
was like
also The
all The
Shining?
Shining.
Okay,
so, like,
it was all the
axe
same
scenes from
movie?
The Shining, and then like the twins on like the unicycles and whatever. That's also from The Shining.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I just know that's what it's from.
Yeah. The big message that I got from this is the last note I have on this one.
Mm-hmm.
The big message I got from it was where Poe tells Dean, "You can't control fear, but you can control what you do with it. Without fear, you can't have courage."
I really liked that. I also really liked the part where they talked about power comes not only... You can't gain power from helping other people, but it's only when you help yourself that you gain power. And I thought that was like really insightful as well, because it obviously shows like that selfish like mentality, you know, like you can only, if you decide to become so self-centered, that's when you become powerful and that's when you become stronger. It's not a good thing to do, but it was like teaching you that like that is how you get it though. But even then, like, power is temporary.
Indeed.
I thought that was really insightful. I really like that
And
quote as
those
well.
who gain power
Will always lose it.
Yeah, and they never want to lose it.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll do whatever they can to hold everybody else down.
Yep.
So they can stay in power.
They don't want to see
Are
me.
we getting insightful on the podcast?
They don't want to see me blow up. They don't want to see me get them racks. Get them racks. Yeah.
Anyway,
don't know
I've
that
actually
song?
when that line that you can't control fear, I've never actually like thought about that concept too much, and
Yeah.
then I thought about it throughout the day. I was like, that's so true.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is about, and you don't really think about it that much because it's like, oh, I really don't want to do this project and present in front of the class, but I have to,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So you choose to go, and do that at the end of the day.
Everything okay?
Tommy's car's not out front.
Yeah, it's down the street.
Down this way?
Yeah, I for some reason I thought your guys' house was like way farther down the street, even though I've been here 100 times.
Quick
Thank
insight to what was going on. My father thought somebody stole Tomu's car because he didn't park in his normal spot.
Yeah, for some reason I've literally been to this house hundreds of times, and for some reason I thought your house was like at the end of the road, so I parked.
Put
at the
on a
end of the
clown
road.
nose. Uncle, uncle.
Oh, I'm always wearing the clown nose, dude.
We
I'm
always
just-
are.
It's the circus up in here.
The video that I showed you with the dude leaning on the edge.
But yeah, I really like that line, and I thought about it throughout the day, and I was like, I really do live that line without even realizing it. And it's a good line. Again, I think that these Lego specials do a really good job of teaching lessons to young kids.
I agree. Make more Lego specials. That's
8 out
all
of
I'm
10.
gonna say.
8 out of 10 on this
8
one.
out of 10?
9 out of 10 for the holiday special. I really don't know what would give it a 10 out of 10. I really don't know.
I'd have to watch them again to really like rate it. But like again, I really like these Lego things. They're good for the kids. It's perfect prequel, sequel expansion that the kids are gonna like. Because you probably have all these people that are like, oh, like it needs to be prequels and OT. But I feel like they do a good job at referencing every single Star Wars franchise.
They do.
So, like, even if, like, I feel like if you're a parent, they intentionally do that. So then you're not looking at Rey, Poe, and Finn the entire time. You can look at Vader, and you can look at a clone, and look at Obi-Wan. You know what I mean?
And I think it really reflects on how we talk about on the podcast a lot, how we are Star Wars fans, not just a fan of one era of Star Wars. And that's what I like so much, is that these specials are very all-encompassing.
I agree.
And like we said, they're very conscious of the fandom. And like the things that make the fandom laugh.
Comedy and consciousness.
Yes. Comedy and consciousness.
No, don't actually repeat that.
This has been Comedy and Consciousness.
That's
with
an actual
Tommy
show.
and Jackson.
We're not going to reference
Thank
the
you
actual
once
show with that
again
name.
for the copyright strike.
All right. You want to move on from here?
8 out of 10.
Really good
That's all I
episode.
have to say. Make more.
Again,
I enjoyed it.
make a Thanksgiving one, make an Easter
That's
one.
what I was thinking. Just take the Charlie Brown route and just make one for every holiday. That's all I'm saying.
That would be perfect.
But
All right.
yeah, I think it's about time to get into some Wax series news.
I agree. There's
I
a
talked
lot
to
that
Jacob.
happened.
There's no
Lego news.
There's no Lego news.
I
that's
follow
of
the
note.
Lego news now because
Really?
if there's new stuff, if Jacob ever watches this, which he probably won't, and I'm not dissing him out on here, it's because he probably won't make it this
All
far.
right, and this is the segment where we bust out the diss track on Jacob.
No, I'm joking. I look at the Lego stuff because if there's something I want to get him, I want to pay attention to the news.
Jacob, your hair is red. You are basically dead to me
Whoa!
because you don't show up to the podcast weekly. Oh my God, that was kind of good. No, it wasn't. No,
That was low-key trash. I'm not even gonna cap, dude.
Anyways,
There was
cringe. The cringe cast. Welcome to the 1313 cringe cast.
All right, let's move on.
Okay. We have a lot of Black Series news.
Yes.
Came out of the
what was
woodwork.
first on the list specifically?
I just wanted to talk about first the Gaming Greats boss.
Woo!
Republic Commando! I never thought it was going to happen. I thought they were going to do just a plain white commando.
And here's my initial disclaimer as well. I feel like there is a lot of controversy with this figure, and I don't want to be the channel that repeats every single point about the
There was a lot of controversy on this figure.
All I'm going to say is that we're getting boss. And, like, that could have never happened. Like, we never thought that we were going to get Fordo or, like, a Battlefront 2 trooper. So, just to get it is fine with me. And again, it's like the point that Tommy made earlier. These are $20 to potentially $30 action figures that we are purchasing. This isn't a Sideshow collectible. This isn't meant to be extremely high quality and detailed. It sucks, yes, that Hasbro is taking cheats to what they do here and there. But I am very, very, very happy that we get a boss figure.
Comparatively to how Hasbro used to be in the early 2000s,
Correct.
yes, they are being extremely lazy.
Mm-hmm.
However, like Jackson said, I am extremely happy. This is not only another clone trooper that I can add to my collection, it's also another figure that I can put on my video game shelf.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, realistically, my video game shelf is just Cal Kestis and the Second Sister, and then the heroes and villains from Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
This will help to flesh out my video game shelf. But I do think it's lazy. If I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to get into it forever and ever. I think it's lazy. I think that in canon, I personally have grown more fond of over time the animated style of the Bad Batch figures.
I do like that as well. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Especially for the Bad Batch, I think it would look kind of weird on a 6-inch scale. With Sideshow, I think they can get away with it a lot more easily. But I do think it looks kind of strange for a 6-inch scale to do it like bulky.
Yeah. Because I thought, honest to goodness, they were just going to use Wrecker's body, Hunter's helmet. That's what I thought the trooper was going to be. But I guess I was a little surprised it wasn't, but it's not as big as Wrecker. It's kind of like a medium between Hunter and Wrecker.
I just don't... I fail to understand why they are so addicted to attaching the knee pads to the thighs. If you look at Republic Commandos in the Republic Commando video game, in the Clone Wars, in the Bad Batch, their knee pads are connected to their shins.
Yes.
And that's in Battlefront 2, too. That's not just in, like, one entertainment, as they call it on the live streams.
Yeah.
This is how they are. Like, it's such an easy fix.
Yeah.
You just take the piece and glue it to the other piece of armor.
Out of the Basement said it correctly when it was Nate specifically was saying that he felt extremely disappointed because it wasn't even accurate to any piece of media the Republic Commando has ever been in.
Yeah.
And there are several pieces of media that it's
I just
been in
listed
Bad
like
Batch,
4.
Exactly. Bad Batch, video games. It's been in the Clone Wars. It's freaking in Battlefront 2 now, you know? And events in Battlefront 2 are canon. So it is what it is. Because then here's the other point that I was making to my dad. I was like, think about the end, because it's scheduled to come out in December. So it's like, think about the end of this year to the spring. We are getting Boss, the Battlefront 2 Jet Trooper. We're going to get a brand new Rex. We're going to get a 212th Trooper eventually. We're going to get the
I completely
Coruscant
forget
Guard.
that figure exists until someone brings it up.
I know. We're going to get the Coruscant Guard. We're going to get Fordo. And then we're going to probably get more clones next year for Attack of the Clones. So, like, this is the most perfect year, I feel like, for clones. And I could not be more happy
And
about
you can
it.
guarantee that there will be another clone reveal at HasCon.
Oh,
I would put money on that.
absolutely.
I would put cash on that.
Boom! Because then that's the other thing as well.
Black Series bets on the Discord? Black Series? No.
No, we're not going to do
We
bets.
don't gamble.
We're not going to endorse
We don't
gambling
gamble.
on the
We'll
Discord.
gamble with each other.
Yeah. Because I feel like then that's a good way to segue into what was revealed to us by Yak about what the next common wave is.
Before you do that, I do want to...
Okay.
I do want to just say, like, again, I think the figure was really lazy. And I think that it's right that the community is letting Hasbro know. It's just annoying that Hasbro doesn't listen. Because they're making their money.
Yeah, because that's
And
the
they're
other thing as
going
well.
to,
They don't
because
care.
I still pre-ordered the figure.
Yeah, you
still
can't pre-order it
the
on
figure.
GameStop. It's off GameStop right now, so it's like they don't care. They're like, bring me my money.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Because what are you gonna do? Boycott Hasbro, not buy a Black Series figure?
It's
Look
because
at yourself. You're not gonna do that.
They have the monopoly on the market, so they don't have to try.
Yeah.
But you know, again, like I understand the reuse thing, but like Ben Taylor pointed out to me, he's one of our followers. He pointed out that the slot for Hunter's Vibroblade, they didn't even fill it in or anything. It's
No,
just
I
a
out of the
slot.
basement said that as well because I watched her
Yeah,
figure
and
out.
like
I think I actually
the helmet
forgot to
just
comment.
looks really big on the figure.
I think
To
it
me,
looks fine. In my
I think on
opinion.
Hunter it looks okay, but I think on Boss it doesn't look proportionate because he should be bulkier. But, you know, at the end of the day, like we've been saying, it's Boss. I'm happy to get
yeah.
Boss, and I hope that they make
Helmet
the rest
come
of the
off?
Bad Batch. The Bad Batch? Huh? Helmet does not come off.
I was gonna say helmet probably won't come off.
I hope that they make the rest of Delta Squad.
Yes, they need to do that.
Or that they
100%.
make Clone Commando Gregor, because now that they have literally everything for a Clone Commando Gregor,
Ooh, Gregor would be perfect.
but I would like that.
I love
The
Gregor.
only other thing I would have liked to have seen, and I know this would have been impossible for them to do, was the hand knife blade.
I was thinking about that, but they said Hunter was the first figure that they have made that has like a knife piece to them. So it's like, and then Wrecker technically being the second. So I feel like for it to be that
But Cara
small,
Dune had one, and it went right into her boot.
Ooh, you're right. Well, yeah, that might have just been something dumb that they said. Like when they said that, like Cody was like the first prequel arc. Yeah, they said Cody was the first prequel arc.
They said Obi-Wan was the first prequel archive figure.
Sorry.
And everyone was like, Cody?
Oh yeah, because they were referring to this upcoming wave with the 501st Trooper.
I looked at my pre-order for the 501st Trooper on Entertainment Earth, and it got pushed back to August of 2022. So they have no idea when it's showing up.
Okay, but then here's the thing. Check your targets. Yak has the DCPI for this archive wave. They are scheduled to come out October 15th, which is a Friday. So keep your eyes open.
I'm skipping
call your targets.
class.
I will.
Sorry to my 9 a.m. professor, but if I am not back in time, then I'm not back in time.
No, that's facts. I will skip class to
Yeah.
get this 501st figure. Oh, that was the other one I forgot as well from my list. Sorry, I knew there were 7 and I said 6. A 501st Trooper. That's going to be freaking cool to add. I'm excited.
I'm speaking of troopers.
Okay.
I'm super hyped about that George Lucas and Stormtrooper disguise. That's perfect for my collection because I collect troopers.
Yes.
And I have a shelf that's all the Republic and the Imperial troopers.
Mm-hmm.
I can put George Lucas front and center. He's a perfect centerpiece figure for that type of a shelf.
Because now I feel like because of the George figure, I want to take it out of the box. So him and Trapper Wolf might just be out of box figures now.
Oh, they have to be for me.
I know, because I was like, crap, because that's really cool.
Trapper Wolf, please, bro, for HasCon, make my premium membership worth it just this once. And make it so that I can get Trapper Wolf before everybody else.
Rit Bozo. Nope.
I think they'll give you the first hour as a premium
Maybe.
member. They do that for their conventions.
Yeah.
The next common wave got announced.
Yes.
But I do want to talk about the one other minor release. Because we're talking about the big one last.
Alright.
The Star Wars droids Boba Fett.
Yes.
I was gonna cop.
Instant cop. Happened when I was away. So I'm very happy. Bless up to my dad for getting it.
I was gonna get it, but then I saw it was on the old Boba Fett body. And then
You didn't get it though?
I didn't get it. I got really disappointed. And I was like, I'm just gonna pass on it because the new Boba Fett body is so good. And I looked at my collection. You'll be proud of me for this. Because
Okay.
I am not the best with my spending habits. I looked at the figure. I was like, hype. I'm going to get it. Instant cop. DM'd Lucas Monster right away. And Skywalker Hendricks and went, this is hype. Instant cop. And then I looked at it more and I was like, where would I put this on with my collection? Like, would I put it with my clones and my stormtroopers? No.
It's a holiday.
Would I put it...
Christmas.
It's not.
Well, it's the droid special.
It's not.
Think of it like a Christmas.
That's not the same as my Christmas boys.
Nah. I don't care that it's old Boba Fett body and that it's literally a repaint. Boo-hoo. I really liked the Star Wars droid special.
And that's okay.
And it's a really, really cool. So I'm very excited to get it.
But now let's talk about...
Okay, now we can talk about the common wave.
The big one.
Every figure is a banger. Period.
Every figure is a banger.
I'm
every
so
figure.
hyped.
First off, I just want to say... I would like to see the baby. You have no idea how excited I am
That's
that
gonna
the
be so
client
cool.
is now coming as a Black Series figure.
That's going to be so fun.
I'm so excited, dude.
I'm not getting it.
He is one of my favorite characters
funny.
from The Mandalorian.
Really.
And I am so excited to get him on the shelf.
I saw so many people online complain, why are we getting the client when we could have gotten Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian?
Bro, Luke Skywalker from The Mandalorian is literally the Walmart exclusive Luke Skywalker that came out a couple years ago.
No, but I want a new one.
Yeah,
I want another Luke Skywalker.
I understand that.
I want another Luke Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
No, don't. No, but freaking, I'm excited that that's going to be a figure. It's kind of funny.
But I'm super hyped. I hope that he comes with a tracking fob. I hope that he comes... And I don't even care if he comes with anything. If he's just the figure with no accessories...
I feel like it's going to be a shelf warmer, but it's going to be a good shelf warmer for us.
I'd rather have him as a shelf warmer because, like, I like the character. Also, by the way, Frog Lady Funko Pop, a bunch of new Star Wars Funko Pops got announced, and the Frog Lady, I'm going to have to cop. I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to.
I can't believe you.
I need it.
No, you don't.
Anyway.
So, but then besides that, we have finally the actual confirmed reveals coming soon now of Echo and Omega.
So I don't have to sell off my collection, guys.
Tommy
Sorry.
said, now I can't get easy figures.
Wait a minute.
What?
I said that if they weren't announced at HasCon.
Oh.
So technically the bet is still on. If they don't get
is.
announced at HasCon, I will sell off my Black Series collection. I will do it. I will hold to it.
Okay, but if they don't, I feel like that's actually going to be stupid.
That would be a really fun thing for the podcast if I was like auctioning off my Black Series collection.
If we had like a live stream auction.
That'd be a lot of fun. We would have to really like market that though. I don't know why I'm talking about this like it's gonna happen because it's not gonna happen now that I know Yak posted about them. So,
Yeah. Whatever. But no, finally excited we're getting Echo and Omega. Those are gonna be amazing.
Bad Batch
figures.
Echo. Bad Batch Echo. So hype. Can't wait to see what they do with that helmet.
I agree. I feel like, if I'm gonna be honest right now, I feel like it is gonna be a little bit of a letdown maybe, and people are gonna complain about it, but I don't care.
People are gonna
because it's
complain
Echo.
about every Black Series figure that comes out. There's always gonna be people that don't like it and complain.
Yep.
It's okay.
That's whatever.
Yeah.
I was really surprised that we were gonna get the Death Watch Trooper.
Dude, the Death Watch Mandalorian came out of left field, and I'm not mad about it one bit.
I'm not mad because expand the Clone Wars line, and they're doing it, and I'm literally so excited.
So, and the thing that I'm excited about is the common waves tend to have almost completely new sculpt.
Yes.
Unless it's like a trooper. Because at first I was like, oh no, this figure is going to be
Like
just the Mandalorian loyalist from
But
the
you really
Walmart
like that
exclusive.
figure.
I like that
body
figure.
too.
I like that figure, but I hate how you have to splay out his legs to make him stand.
Yeah.
And he's
true.
so back heavy. Plus, like, if you look at the design of the Mandalorians, the Death Watch from the Mandalorian show, it's completely different than the Clone Wars. So I think that at the very least, they'll keep the helmet the same. But I think what they'll probably end up doing is just do, like, they'll take from the new Boba Fett and they'll take from, like, other, like, things. But I think that the main body will be new sculpt, because then they could do Axe Woves as some sort of exclusive.
That would be nice.
It would be cool.
As soon as we get a new Mando, if they reuse the old one, whatever. If they make a new Mando body, then we could possibly have.
I don't think they'll do the old Mando body. I really truly don't. It'll be cool to get that. I hope they do that blaster rifle that they have.
That would be cool.
That'd be dope.
And I feel like the other thing as well with that is frickin' a lot of people wanted Pre-Vizsla, but I feel like if it was Pre-Vizsla, they would have exclusively said so.
Pre-Vizsla would definitely be exciting.
But the thing, too, is that Death Watch wasn't in the last season of the Clone Wars. They dipped into a previous season. So now could we potentially see Clone Wars figures from past seasons like Gregor? Maybe Gregor could be a figure now, or dip into some old characters. I like that we're... Because how many Clone Wars figures? What did happen?
Oh, the camera, like... The camera died?
I think it did die. Whoops. Sorry.
Well, everybody, the camera just died. So
well, we're almost done with the show.
We were gonna wrap up the show in a couple minutes anyway, in true 1313 fashion.
Yep. We're sorry about that, everyone.
That's fine. I mean, we've been getting a lot more listeners on audio, which thank you so much.
Yes, thank you to the people in all these other countries that are listening to us. I saw Deutschland, ich liebe Deutschland, ich spreche Deutsch so lala, and I'm starting to speak Mandarin, but we don't have anybody from China listening to us. But we have so many other people from countries, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, so we are really appreciative of that. But let's wrap up this wave here.
Yep, let's get that wrapped up.
So let's talk about, we got
Ahsoka as well.
Ahsoka was the last one, wasn't she? Mando, Ahsoka.
She's coming.
This will definitely be a lot of original sculpt. I'm interested to see what they do with the head sculpt.
I agree. That'll be really neat. I feel like in the end, it's going to probably be a really good figure.
All of them will be. I mean, the common waves, like I said, are almost 100% new sculpt.
Uh-huh.
Just look at the last wave, dude. Zero was a completely new figure. Aura Singh was a completely new figure. Tech was a completely new figure, all head to toe.
I agree.
You know, Lando was, to my knowledge, almost completely new mold. You know, with the single jointed knees. And then Casca Reeves, even.
Yep.
I mean, she had Bo-Katan's body, but the helmet is a different sculpt. So...
Very cool
So
figure.
yeah, but I think that about wraps up this episode of the podcast.
I agree.
Thank you, everyone, for watching or listening to.
And sticking with us through our coughs, mishaps, camera errors, and random
cringe
bits where we
rapping.
just... and cringe.
But
realistically, yeah.
Thank you all. We appreciate you all. And we will see you
in the next video.
In next week.
Yep.
Bye-bye.